In the year 64 CE, Great Fire of Rome destroyed much of the city. Roman Emperor Nero blamed the Christian. He arrested and tortured all the Christians in Rome before executing them with lavish publicity. '70 CE, Fall of Jerusalem. Roman General Titus attacked and destroyed Jerusalem. Rome celebrated the fall of Jerusalem by erecting the Triumphal Arch of Titus. Many followers of Jesus of Nazareth also survived the city's destruction. They spread his teachings across the Roman Empire, giving rise to the new religion of Christianity. '313 CE, Edict of Milan. A letter bearing the signatures of Licinius and Western Roman Emperor Constantine I is known as the Edict of Milan. They issued a declaration that stopped the persecution and granted the Church its religious freedom. Even while it hasn't yet become the dominant religion in Rome, Christianity has undoubtedly had a positive impact. 325 CE, the Council of Nicaea. This council was called by the Roman Emperor Constantine. For the first time ever, the Church has been called to a world assembly to decide definitively whether or not Jesus is God. In the end, the council decided: 1. Christ was a direct descendant of the true God. 2. Being consubstantial, Christ and the Father had a single substance in common. 3. Jesus was conceived, not created. 4. Christ became one of us by becoming human flesh in order to save us. 530 CE, Benedict's Rule. Written by Saint Benedict, around 530 CE, Benedict's Rule served as the guide for monks. It is essential to the development and spread of the Church. This incident sparked the growth of monasticism. Being cut off from society, in order to carry out one's religious obligations, is known as monasticism. Monks are dedicated to prayer, worship, reading, discussion, and memorization of the Bible, as well as the provision of hospitality to anybody who is in need. 800 CE, the coronation of Charlemagne. In the year 800 CE, the Pope appointed the next Roman monarch on Christmas Day. This connection influences how Christianity develops. This time, Pope Leo III crowned the King of the Franks, Charlemagne, as Holy Roman Emperor, establishing the Holy Roman Empire, which lasted until 1806. The Pope's gift of a crown to Europe's most powerful ruler demonstrated the fusion of the Roman Empire and the Church, making this move noteworthy. 1054 CE, the Great Schism. Pope Leo IX and Patriarch Michael I excommunicated one another in 1054 CE, putting an end to the division of the Church into Western Catholicism and Eastern Orthodoxy. The Great Schism was caused by the political, theological, cultural, and geographical divisions between the Eastern and Western churches. The Pope and the issue of papal power were two more factors that contributed to the division. 1096 CE, the Crusades. From 1096 through 1291 CE, a series of Christian military expeditions, known as the Crusades, took place. The Pope originally urged these campaigns in an effort to retake Jerusalem from Muslim armies. Despite some turbulence, the Church had increased in authority and wealth within the Roman Empire by the end of the Crusades. 1520 CE, the Diet of Worms. The garden in Worms served as the site of the Holy Roman Empire's Diet of Worms. In front of the empire and those gathered in Worms, in 1521, Martin Luther refused to retract his works. The emperor demanded that Martin Luther be arrested and punished for being a heathen, and forbade anyone from hiding or helping him. This incident was a crucial turning point in Protestant reform. 1730 CE, the Great Awakening. Between the 1730s and 1740s, Britain and its American colonies saw a series of Christian revivals, known as the Great Awakening. The Protestantism in America is positively impacted by this movement. In order to motivate and inspire a large number of people, John and Charles Wesley and other missionaries reaffirmed the gospel, applied to the working class, and preached in an emotional and dramatic manner. This deed allowed the gospel to leave the church and travel throughout the world. 1910 CE. Edinburgh Missionary Conference. The United Free Church in Scotland, which is in Edinburgh Castle, is where the Edinburgh Missionary Conference is held. The goal of this mission is to spread the gospel throughout the world, but many people give their lives in the process. The Christian faith has since begun to take on numerous forms in various cultures and nations. The conference highlighted the focus on reviving the global gospel, the expansion of missions, and various cultural perspectives. The Church today. The purpose of the Church is to set the stage for the eventual establishment of God's kingdom on earth. Its goals are to first help men acquire Christ-like qualities in their lives, and then to change society, in order to make the world a better and more peaceful place to live.